right, Sagittarius, it's giving great. That's the exact answer or response that I was looking for. Either you're getting the answer that you were looking for, or you were just waiting for somebody to speak up on the elephant in the room, or somebody was waiting on you to say something or to confirm something. It's like, okay, cool. What's going on with Sagittarius? You could be tackling things off your to-do list so that way you can go through some type of transition. It's like somebody that's preparing to move, or somebody could be preparing to go to jail. It's like, okay, well, let me make sure I got this lined up, this done. Let me make sure I this, but they could be doing so secretly or, you know, at nighttime so that way people don't know. There could be some type of good news about how you're able to transition and or do something to go through a different phase that's going to lead you to be stable. Maybe you walked away from something in your past, something that you've been doing for a while, something that you know, you can make your own free time, make your own schedule, or whatever the case may be. You may be like, okay, well, it's good. It's a good idea to transition from this to do something else. That way you have some type of clear communication, clear boundaries, clear income. Because maybe although something was stable, you were low-key sad about the income or how something would pan out from time to time. You also could be sad because there's a water sign masculine that's attached to an air sign. Who are you? This is Sagittarius. There could be some type of issues that's going on with this marriage and or somebody's job. Someone also could have had a baby unexpectedly, or they either have a baby and there's no emotions between them. And you're trying to help this person do things. It's okay, well, let me run errands for them. Let me go ahead and make sure that they have everything that they need. So that way they can go through a transition and be stable. This could be a friend. You may need to hold back a little bit as much as you can. Because although you want to help this person through this issue, you may be having something that you need to tackle as well. And it's a good idea for you to save, or you to like, okay, well, I'm going to pay this one thing down, make sure that gets taken care of. Okay, I'm going to do this and that and the third. But there could be something that comes, that happens in between you saving and or you getting some type of finances, or you getting something that you're waiting for. There could be a change or a cycle, and you can be mentally in your head by it. It could be a shut-off notice all of a sudden. There could be some type of like, oh, well, you owe some type of back pay, or there's something that you have to get and take care of. You also could want to date someone. This person could feel like, okay, well, I'm trying to uphold some type of opportunity, some type of job, some type of property. They could be getting things done when it comes to it to where their finances increase. This could be somebody that already walked away from you, or there's some type of distance between your relationship. It seems like there's been some type of change, and maybe initially things kind of started off like normal, and then it became peaceful, but then somehow somebody's ego got in the way, or it feels like, okay, well, I don't really want to attach myself to this person or whatever. Yeah, somebody walked away for sure. And somebody's like, okay, well, if you don't want to collaborate, if you don't want to work, then I'll move forward. And somebody, the other person's in their head. So there could be somebody that you're watching that you want to reconnect with, you want to date and or just talk to. Maybe y'all had a hobby in between y'all if this is not romantic. You also could be unblocking somebody. It's like, okay, well, let me just see if we can get out of this ego or we can move forward. But somebody is still going to walk away from the conversation, or they feel like you popping back up is like, yeah, I couldn't, but they probably might not even respond. And they also may have you in your head. Okay, what else is going on for Sagittarius? Let's see. Something about you watching somebody, or you looking at someone's boobs, or somebody looking at your body or looking at your boobs. No, sports bra. What's going on for Sagittarius? Maybe you have a teenager. It's like, okay, well, we need to make sure that they get some type of sports bra or something like that. So you could be coming out very balanced. Oh, happy birthday. Congratulations. You also could be getting something that you want. And then people say, oh, this is cool. This is great. It seems like you're very balanced, or you're just kind of keeping the peace. You're just kind of going with the flow. It's like, okay, well, wherever things go is where I'll go, or whatever I feel like the moment is where you will want to do. There may be some type of excitement and something that picks up, or somebody that you're with that's like, okay, well, I got to get something done, and you don't really have a choice. But somehow you still end up having a good time, or there's still something that makes you feel good. Somebody also could be taking some type of action to separate from someone or break up with someone. Or they're trying to reconnect, right? So it's like someone initially was taking some type of action where they feel like they didn't have a choice when it comes to someone that they were dealing with. They were going through a breakup. Well, now it feels like they're trying to separate them from having this like, oh, well, I don't want this person to ignore me, or feel like there's still some type of spilled milk. So they're trying to go back to save the relationship to see if that person will still be able to adapt or see them as an option. They're putting on a show for someone right now. But the person that they're putting on a show for probably already knows. There could be a fire sign who's a reader. Maybe they've been, they have a channel or they've been doing something for a while. There could be something that's shaking up when it comes to this person. Whether masculine or feminine. And maybe they don't see this coming, or they're going to have to make a hard choice that's going to have them in their hand. I don't know, something could be shaking up with their investment, or, you know, they thought that they had more than they did and they felt like they could manipulate the situation. Something's going to have to change. Or something started back in Scorpio season. I don't know. All right, let's see. What's tea with you? Who am I talking to? Sagittarius? What's tea with the person on your mind? Let's do that. What's tea with the first person on your mind? All right, so this person is daydreaming right now. They got their head in their clouds because of somebody in their past and or some type of memories. They're trying to figure out how they can get the best case scenario for their wishes, not for necessarily the person. Okay, so they honestly could be daydreaming of isolating themselves. It's like, oh, if I had my own something, or oh, if I could do this all the time by myself, you know, like I did in the past, this would be the best case scenario. They don't really want to have to deal with anybody, so they're giving fake smiles. They're acting like everything is all good just so they can play the role for now. There's some type of past memory of like, okay, damn, I remember when the night that I took this risk. I remember the night that I decided to sleep with this person. There's something that they're thinking about. And they feel like, okay, if I really would have seen myself, or if I really would have thought something through, they would have made a different decision. Because now they feel like somebody is either stalking them or somebody has something over their head and it's making them feel toxic. What's their wish right now besides having their own? They want to ascend. They want to get out of some type of situation, but they feel like in order to progress, they're going to have to sit down and self-reflect. They could be reaching out to you to tell you that they miss you, but again, this person is truly antisocial when it comes to being committed. They're just trying to figure out, okay, well, who is really wishing for me? And even though, you know, sometimes I, you know, say things as bad news, I do things as bad news, I'm exhausted. So I just want to hope and pray that somebody will no longer avoid me. They also could be doing something when it comes to their best friend, their partner in crime, and something could be getting shattered, or whatever kind of fairy tale or phony or illusion that was giving, that's getting broken as well. Okay. Last message for y'all, Sagittarius. What can you expect the rest of this month? Somebody may do something for you, and you may be confused by it initially, or you may not really even see this coming. And it's like, oh, okay, great. This could be somebody that wants to either develop a relationship with you, somebody that does the same thing as you, or it's like they want to have a partnership with you. Something goes well. You also may be confused or in your emotions about what makes you happy or about a relationship. Maybe you're trying to act like you don't see what's going on about how somebody's sad or how there's some type of issue. So they're trying to push through. It's like, okay, well, I'm trying to just act like I'm not here even though I can tell. You may be in your emotions because maybe you regret sending some type of message, flirting with somebody, or there was something that you feel like, okay, well, I thought that this little flirting thing or this whatever would grow. And you could have been talking to somebody else or spying on somebody else. There was another option. And you're confused on how you're going to be able to get your wish fulfillment when it comes to love, a new job, or new property. There's something that you're in your head by. But you could be satisfied. You will be satisfied once you stabilize or once you get some type of position of authority. You also are going to be happy when you realize this Aries, this Gemini, they want to come towards you with some type of new love and or have a steady routine. They're going to offer you something. Now, I'm not saying it may not go the full way, especially with the Gemini, because somebody's going to be trapped in their head, but it's going to be an opportunity to see either what they're made of or where you really want to take your life. Where you really want to take your life. Somebody's kind and giving. Something may be denied, okay? You could be moving to a completely new state, city, or industry. The initial age or a hospital could be important. Something will get approved after the denial.